Hey y'all, welcome to another video from WreckingOwl.com. So a buddy and I were talking the other day about the upcoming public land draw in Texas, and I was talking about my setup and he was talking about his, and we started talking about climbing sticks, and he was pretty frustrated with his noisy cam buckles. So I shared with him the Amsteel mod that's pretty popular amongst the saddle hunters, and he was interested, so I made him a set. So I figured I would show y'all how I did that. First, I'm just going to show you how I use them. It's pretty simple. You just take this Amsteel, you use the Versa button of the climbing stick, and you just wrap tightly around it. And then I tie 2 half hitches to finish it off and slide the Amsteel down the tree so it sits flat when I'm coming up and down the climbing stick. But that's all there is to it. It's really easy to hang them. It's fast to hang them, it's not noisy to hang them, and the straps are extremely light. So it's one of those mods that's kind of a no-brainer. You take weight away and it's easier and less noisy. So here's how I go about making them. So get a sharp knife and cut 10 feet of Amsteel, and then I measure the top 8-inch section, and you kind of loosen the threads by pushing them together. If you've never used Amsteel before, it's like a finger trap. So it just constricts when you pull it tight, and it'll loosen up if you push the threads together. And then you need an Amsteel splicing tool because you don't tie knots, you splice it. I use a size 13 knitting needle cut off at an angle. And then you just thread that tag in through the knitting needle to pull the loop. And this is a loop that will fit around the Versa button. I make them a little bit smaller because they do stretch out a bit. So the next task is to lock this loop in place because it will slide. So what you want to do is loosen it up at the base of where the tag end meets the main line, and you're going to feed your tool back through. Push the tool till it's nearly all the way through the Amsteel, and then feed the main line into the end of the tool. When you pull the main line through like this, it's going to form a figure 8, and that figure 8's what's going to fix that loop in place. So it may stretch a little when you put it on the Versa button, but once it's pulled really tight, that loop is not going to come undone. That's the strength of the Amsteel. It's extremely light, but it has an extremely high breaking point. So kind of test fit it on your Versa button, and then you're going to want to measure how far the tag end will need to pass into the main line. We're not going to cut it off, but we're going to pass it right into the main line. So what you'll do is you'll take your splicing tool, and you're going to run it through the core of the Amsteel. Once it's in the core, you'll bunch it up so all of the Amsteel is kind of pushed together like a finger trap. You'll then pass that tag into the center, and then when you pull tight, the tag end will be trapped within the core of the rope. So that'll complete the loop to go on the Versa button. The only thing we want to do now is add some weight to the end of the main line. So fold over about 4 inches and loosen the threads, and then go another 2 inches below the fold and loosen the threads again. Now we just want to use that same trick and pass our tool through the core of the rope and out those loosened threads. And then we'll use another knitting needle to take that tag end and push it through the center. I use a size 9 needle. That's what I'm showing you here. And once you do this, you'll just pull tight, and that'll create a weighted section of the rope because it has twice the threads as the other section. And that's all you need to do to create a little bit of weight on the end of the rope. So at this point, you've replaced your cam buckle with an Amsteel strap. It's going to be lighter and more efficient as you're getting up the tree, and I hope y'all enjoy it.